sorry if I seem sluggish. I've had to set up a booth today, and my dad drug me through museums and zoos and all kinds of stuff. So I'm actually tired. I took a nap before the show. um, so forgive me if I seem sleepy. Let's go ahead and bring on my guest host for tonight, which is Doug.
What's up? Sorry if I seem sluggish tonight, but I had to set up a booth and
I'm so sleepy, man. You have no clue.
no,
And
I've
this,
never done that before. What's that
how,
like?
have you? Okay, sure, Mister. I set up 8 booths, and then everybody on the show floor.
I am geared up. I took a nap before this show just so I could bring the right amount of energy to help you out.
See, I'm glad we both took naps before this. That was the right move.
All right, let's
I'm
do this.
For people who don't know, I'm in where am I at? I'm in Philly.
Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Franklin.
Yeah, I'm here for East Coast. Have you ever been to Philly, Doug?
I've been to Philly.
This is my first time.
Aw,
It's
how
very
cute.
it looks so calm, and yet you get on the highway and it's
Have you been to
terrifying.
Rocky Balboa statue yet?
I
Ran up the
I've
stairs.
I've never we've seen the stairs, but I've never seen Rocky, so I haven't.
You got to make it to the top of the stairs to see him.
Well, yeah, but I've never.
Oh, you've never seen the movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
I've never seen
Okay.
So
None of them? None of them?
None of them.
I'm so shedding a tear for you right now.
Sorry. But we did go to the Motor Museum and I got sick. And then we went to the Philadelphia Zoo, which apparently is like America's first zoo or something like that. It's something like that. But it was cool. I enjoyed it.
All right.
So, what have you been doing?
I tell you what, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. It's secrets. It's all kinds of cool stuff. I am doing a lot of undercover work for this company, and I'm not allowed to devote what I'm doing. So
that sounds, I don't want to say creepy.
Sounds fun.
Creepy. Have you been doing anything that you can share?
So we're working on a couple haunts. We've got a lot of animatronics that we're building right now. We're switching storage areas, so we're cleaning out one storage facility to add. We have 6 semi trucks that we have to move into that storage facility of stuff that I haven't seen in years. And I might even have a yard sale.
That'd be
Haunted
cool.
yard sale.
I've heard some haunts do that, which is actually pretty cool. Like they sell to like theater productions around them and stuff. So
no, I'm gonna sell to churches.
Oh my gosh. Well, they might want it for their.
They might want it. No, I'm just kidding. I just have so much stuff. I've been a pack rat for so many years of haunted materials. When I first got into the business, one of the first things that I did was I bought a whole bunch of haunts, and then I couldn't use everything, so I just put it all in the storage. And now I'm starting to get it out. It's like Christmas.
That about like haunt owners is that they buy a bunch of things and then they just forget that they have these things. I've noticed that's a trend for bigger haunts, but it's a good thing to have a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
Well,
so are you ready for a good show tonight?
Yeah, I know these people, so I mean, I'm pretty comfortable. It's smooth sailing. I know these guys.
Well, I tell you what, I like the idea that this year we started out with the first 2 shows being the people who won awards, because it's not enough that we did the awards at the show. The fact that we can talk about the awards they won and just kind of go into depth a little bit about what went into making, whether, last week we had the props that won awards, and tonight we have 2 new guests that both won awards, and we can kind of go into both of them. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good show.
Before we get to them, do you want to talk about the giveaway? Because that's definitely your thing. You know about this.
All right. Well, we have a very special guest. And Tan, do you know who it is that watches our show constantly?
Yes, I know. I know who it is. You say it. You've practiced. I say one part. I say the trophy.
I gotta grab his gift.
Struggle.
I gotta grab his gift. Okay. So I've got one of them here in front of me, and we have a very special young man who watches our show. His name
Yes.
is Mason, and he is here every single week. And we have two gifts for him. One is coming from Wicked FX, and I'm going to show.
The way you show it.
It is an ice cream cone that was made by Wicked FX. Mason, this is gift number one from one of our great vendors, also an award winner who was on the show last week.
Yes.
And then after we have one of our first guests in the intermission in between guests, I'm going to show.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll prep myself.
Number two.
I'll prep myself for the next one.
Ice cream, Mason, it's coming your way.
And
then, don't forget hashtag.
I was just about to say, the hashtag is Ultimate Haunt Tour. We're not drawing it this week. We're drawing it next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it the week after?
No, it's next week. Next week. Next week. At the end of the show.
And it's to for Doug to pay for you to go on the haunt tour.
All expense paid, 2 tickets. Value of this, I mean, the haunt tickets.
It's a lot.
Yeah. We're not giving away too many haunt tickets because of the price of this tour. You get 10 haunts in 3 days in Alabama. Bus number 1, which is going to be my bus. Bus number 2 will be Tan's bus. You want to be on mine, not hers.
I'm technically the party bus. We'll have
technically. They're gonna have gummy worms and glow lights.
Disco balls. We'll have all of it. But okay, get your hashtags in, put them in, because you definitely want to win that. Because money out of Doug's wallet going into you having a family vacation.
What?
It sounds so nice when you put it that way.
Yeah, let's hope that someone's not watching.
All right, so let's go ahead and bring in the first guest, please.
Dun, dun.
Hi.
The Quinns.
What's up?
How are you guys?
We're doing pretty good. How are you?
Recovering. It's never ending.
Still recovering, huh?
Yeah. I'm always in recovery mode, but like as soon as I get like normalized again, I'm like, okay, everything's fine. We leave again. That's normally how it goes, and you all know about that life.
That's the new normal, sweetheart.
For real. Well, I have no clue what you all won for the award. So would you go ahead and tell everybody what you all won?
Wait, hold on. You don't know what they won?
Doug, I'm trying to pretend here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I forgot, Tan. What award did we win?
That's some bull crap. You have the trophy. They won best booth. But I would more call it a facade than a booth because of just how insane and like it always looks so good. Every time you all do it, it's just like it's mind-blowing for real. And the amount of pictures that are taken on your booth facade is also insane because of how good it looks. So what do you have a name for what you all built?
It is hell. The pit of hell.
I kind of got the vibes. See, there we go. I kind of got the vibes for that. It could have been the decomposing skeletons, or the red. But tell us, how did you come up with this idea to do this?
So, man, I don't really know. How did we come up with the idea? Hi, Reagan. Reagan's my friend, guys. Reagan is my best friend. The pit of hell. I wanted to do something that nobody else has done and I haven't seen anybody ever do. And I also, at the same time, wanted to sort of bring something back to the industry. And I haven't seen hell for quite some time. Like a full out hell facade. I haven't seen it in
The
a
way
while.
you worded it, it just made you sound like I haven't visited there in a while.
Right?
It's true.
So I wanted to, sort of rekindle that fire. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing it. But yeah, just sort of bringing back hell.
So how long did it take you to make the whole thing?
Oh man, the whole thing. The pit itself took what, a month?
Mm-hmm.
Making the circle pit was probably the longest chore of it all. The sculpting of the foam took what, 2 days?
The sculpting, yeah.
The sculpting took 2 days.
whole
The
thing
hard
took
coat,
about 2 weeks.
everything start to finish took about 2 weeks. As far as the foam goes, and then paint didn't take very long. So, and that wasn't me working on it nonstop either. That was me working on stuff for the show and so on and so forth.
Was it the same set? Was it the same facade you brought to Trans World too? Like, did you use it for both, or were they two separate?
It is the same. It's the same one, but altered from Trans World.
I thought it looked either. I didn't know if it was bigger or if it was just maybe spread out more because the booth it feels bigger. Like I didn't. It played a mind game with me.
Yeah. So the whole backdrop, the flame walls and all that stuff, I did that. What, 2 days before we left?
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, so that was different. The layout was different, completely different. It turned out really cool. I love the way it presented itself. So
it's awesome. So I know that for HauntCon, you guys teamed up with Vic to do your booth facade, and you also technically you and Vic got best booth there as well because I remember you guys helped him set it up at least.
That was all Vic. That was all Vic.
That was all Vic.
Vic was
put it together for him.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Vic's facade. We helped tear it down. We helped put it back up. And then we helped tear it down again.
He was nice and shared his booth so we didn't have to haul a trailer all the way there.
Yes.
So you guys enjoyed taking up and putting up and tearing down and the whole thing. And you went, I'm going to do this for more again. I'm going to do it again.
So Vic and I have got sort of this rivalry, and it's like it's a good rivalry. Like it's very, but he says he's got it next year, and I'm like, okay, we'll see. I already got plans, so.
You're like, I have tons of pictures, and I also won an award. So I mean, like, get on my level.
Get on my level.
We've had so many discussions of doing like a facade like that for our booth because at Beer Expo we do have a 10x20. It's been in discussion for like 2 years, and we haven't done it yet. Like,
let me do one for you.
Where would you even start with that?
Oh, like, girl, I got ideas for days.
Well, we talked about a doghouse, but then, like, because I have a balloon dog, Doug.
You have to dress up like the balloon dog then.
Oh, I have a balloon dog costume.
And,
we put my mom in.
The object is to sell your booth?
Well, I don't. Yeah, but if I sell it, then I can't take it other places with me.
Okay. I understand if it's going to be a booth like that where you're going to bring the doggy house everywhere, yes. But if you plan on a haunter buying it, do not make it a dog house.
No, but then here's the problem. So our planning was horrible. So you all know, especially because you make our sign, how our dog changes costumes every year now.
Yeah.
So this year, if it would have been planned better, our plan is to do, like this year we had a medical dog, and all of the costumes are either like mutant animals or something like that. Like normally that's what I've been doing this year. But my plan was next year to have him be a circus dog. But
Wait,
now I feel like if I do a circus dog, like this year I could have done it at Fear Expo because the theme was circus. So like next time, Doug, I should be put in the group chat so that I know what logo to have. Because now I don't. Now I'm gonna have to change my dog. It's whatever. So I don't even.
next year is vampires
Vampire. I
and
know.
creatures of the night.
Yeah. So
Werewolves. You could turn your doggy into a werewolf.
I don't know. I'm gonna let
Made out of a
my
balloon.
artist pick for me, I guess. But now I don't know what because for a circus facade, you all definitely that would be up your alley for helping us because But yeah, I'm mad about that. I've done thought about that. So now I don't know what to do. I guess I'll have to call you all.
You got our number.
I know, which leads me to my next question. Can haunters buy your facade or have you custom make them or how does that work?
I mean, yeah, that absolutely. We sold the facade.
Can you say who?
I mean, I don't know. Can I?
I don't know. Can you?
Give me a head nod or something. Yeah, we sold it and Doug bought it.
Of course, Doug bought it. As he was just complaining 5 minutes ago, I have 6 trucks I have to put into storage because I don't know what all I have.
We took our dragon room, which has got a 21-foot dragon, and then it has 2 baby dragons that we kind of have in other areas, and we're ripping everything out of it. We're putting David's facade in there, but I made a mistake because it's too tall. When you go up on the bridge, you're too tall in the room. So we're going to cut the center of the bridge out, lower it down, and make it a shaking bridge that's down probably about a foot lower.
We were wondering why, this was a discussion in our household, why you all didn't make it a shaking bridge. Because Mom already had her knees buckling when she walked across it because she thought it was going to do it. So we were trying to figure out why you all didn't do that. But now that I think about it, transportation probably would seem easier if it isn't.
So I did do, it has a vibrator on it. So it does shake, but it's not like I really want to do a full drop bridge, but with it being raised up and I feel like you would need totally different handrails. You would need totally different bracing,
right.
to make it safe, to make it to where you can make it drop 3 inches, and people be safe. So I didn't want to do that. I mean, it's definitely something that I can do, but I didn't want to do that for the show. Especially we have little kids going across it and so on and so forth. That would be a custom thing. If you wanted that, then we would need to work out what your state codes are for hand railings and side rails on your hand railings, and all that stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we have to take the steps off it and put ramps up to it for our code.
You're like,
yeah, a lot of insurance places, like ours, they allow 4 steps, but they prefer ramps. So yeah, that totally makes sense that they would do that. And every state's different, and every county's different.
Every
in every
insurance
state.
carrier is different.
Yeah.
And
so
all depends on how much they visit too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of having an amazing booth, you also did classes. Funny enough, on how to do sets. So how did that go?
Absolutely fantastic. I've seen a couple comments pop up over here that, oh my gosh, your classes were amazing, and that just makes me feel really good. The classes went phenomenal. The set design class ended up with 41 people in.
That's
and
awesome.
Everybody that was in it came up to me either during the show afterwards or after the class and said, holy smokes, I learned so much from this class. I took notes, I took video, this was amazing. And I've had people reach out to me asking additional questions. And also I've had people reach out and want to hire me to come out and train actors. So
That's
that's kind of
awesome.
cool. I didn't teach
I
any
know.
actor training, but
Walking.
You
I did teach stilt walking. So
Yeah, you did teach stilt walking, and I enjoyed it.
you got up in stilts.
I did get hurt, but it's fine. It's whatever.
At least you got up in stilts, and you know that you don't ever want to get up in them again, right?
Yeah, I learned that. I learned that immediately.
Some people do not like being up that high.
Me.
Yeah. Well, and then the worst part is that I get up in the stilts, and in the pictures, I'm literally like an inch taller than you. So I mean, it means nothing. Like it does nothing.
You'd really have to crank those stilts up.
Yeah. So they were already too much. For everyone that don't know, I had a big fat bruise on the back of both of my legs. Still walking is not meant for people with my stature. You can do it. It's fun. David can teach you perfectly. He's great teacher. But it is not in my books to do. I'm gonna have to find a new skill.
It was awesome. You did good. Like
felt
you
like
were
a
scared
baby
at first, but I was happy to see that you took some steps, and I distracted you with how high you were looking down at the water.
Yeah.
I didn't make
Everybody
it
else
easy
got
at
to
all.
be classroom walking, and they're like, "Come out here, where all these windows are." When you're scared of heights, oh man, it was fun.
So we've got a question. What is the average height? What? Oh,
He was
you
saying
were.
I was
Oh,
average
you were
height.
average height. Okay, forget the question. I read it wrong. Keep
Oh,
going.
since you all taught classes there, and we've briefly discussed it in a previous show, can you tell everybody about the classes you're offering at your studio?
Yeah, so I'm going to be offering a sculpting class, and I'm going to probably do that 2 times a year. But it's going to be a hands-on, start to finish, make your own mask. Or if you don't want to make a mask, then make your own prop. I'll help you sculpt whatever you want. Biggest thing is seeing the growth in makers. I want to see people make more stuff. There's no reason that you can't make something yourself. I strongly believe that anybody can sculpt, and I have proven that many times. I have a lot of people that say I can't even draw a stick figure. That's fine. I bet you I can make you sculpt one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I love that challenge. I love being able to teach people to do that. I've taught my daughter. I've taught my son. Jennifer just got done sculpting a cat, which was cool. So yeah, like, and Jennifer always told me I'll never be able to sculpt. I can never do it. Well, haha. But yeah, so I'm gonna be teaching sculpting as well.
Do you happen to have a date for the first one, or can we find it on like Facebook?
We do not have the date set yet, but yes, you'll be able to see it on Facebook, and you'll be able to see it on the Monsters Alive page if you website, if you follow the website.
And then
Matt Ross was talking about the fashion show.
I was just about to say.
I was gonna say we just got a little more time, but why don't you talk to us a little bit about your fashion show?
Oh man, the fashion show went amazing. It turned out so good.
There were so many vendors and people that helped to do it. It was great.
Yeah. For the first year, I'm looking at all these pictures, and oh my gosh, these costumes, like, and everybody's props, and it just, hey, look, there's Tan. Oh my god, look at that thing. Yeah, it was really good. And
Jamie with FAS.
Yeah, Jamie with FAS and Lifeless Creations, and Drop Dead Design Studio and Chad Smith with Unsub Mask.
Pumpkin Pulp.
Yeah, Pumpkin Pulp threw in a mask.
The Rotten Crew.
Oh my gosh, the Rotten Crew. They came out and killed it.
And again,
they were all dressed up, high energy. It was just so good, and it had such a awesome audience. Everybody was involved and
That's the first time I'm seeing this photo.
You need that costume, Tan.
You need that costume.
You need that costume.
I have the skirt, the corset, and the belt from that costume.
Yeah, you need to get that top and those wings.
I had so much fun in that costume. I will admit it. That costume, like, I loved it so much. That one too. That one was so fun.
Oh yeah.
I seen that one at CreepyCon, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, I need it." And so when Jamie was like, "Pick another one to wear," I was like, "I want this one."
So we need to take all these photos and do a photo dump on Fear Expo,
Please.
so people can see all of these great pictures. So let's see if we can't get them out next week. Chris and I are talk about it. We're still waiting for more photos to come from Deontay, but wow, look at these photos he took.
Even Jamie's like, I haven't seen that dragon one yet.
It's
we're both
crazy.
gonna fight over the picture.
And that costume right there.
Wow.
Jamie doesn't know it, but I'm buying that for the haunt.
Okay. This is one of my favorite ones right here. This pumpkin.
Dakota is such a sweetheart.
I love that.
There's an Ouija board on the side of it. Where there's the pocket, there's an Ouija board. Wow. That's such a good costume. Cool.
Especially made just for the ball, is what he told me. It's not for sale.
It's so cool. I love how the pumpkin looks like a real.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so good.
Oh, I wanted that costume immediately as soon as I saw it. I was like, okay, I need to know who owns this one. And I put it out there.
Yeah, he messaged me, and yeah, I love Dakota. He's awesome.
When Chris messaged me and said, who is in this costume? I'm like, I don't know, but it's awesome. You should buy it.
You're like, I don't know. It's cool though.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it again. We've already got plans rocking and rolling for next year. I think that Brutal Rust is talking about doing a full set for the fashion show. So I think that him and I are going to work together. We want some big rocks that the models can climb on and interact with, and a set behind, and just really take it over the top. And of course, it'll all be foam. And yeah,
let me in on it.
Let you in on it.
I want to be in on it. I want to feel included.
You're in, girl. The more, the merrier. That's what this is all about.
It's all about collaboration.
Yeah, inclusion and collaboration. So.
And I think some of the vendors didn't know they could be involved. So us getting out ahead of time next year and letting all the vendors know. I mean, that's on us too at Fear Expo, to make sure that when we're doing our vendor messaging, because I didn't know what it was. Do you know what my conversation was when people called me, including Brandi, who will be up next? I said, I don't know. You got to ask David. I don't know. Because I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. And now that I know a little bit, I'm going to be like, hey, yeah, yes, you can be on it. And here's David's number, and be part of it. So,
yeah, that's what it's all about.
Well, thank you all for coming on and your time. I appreciate it.
Tan, thank you. Doug, thank you. Tan, while you're up there in PA, you better, like I said, I taught you. I taught you well.
I'll party rock for you.
You know how to party it up. I expect you to carry that torch.
Monster of the day. I'll party rock it up for you all.
All right. I expect to see pictures.
Yeah. Okay.
Photos, or it didn't happen.
I'll do it in the honor of other pink-haired people.
Yes, I love it.
Oh, man. Give your all's medias real quick before you hop off.
All of the medias is Monsters Alive, and the website is monsters-alive.com. And hit us up if you're going to a show near you, because we'll probably be there.
Awesome sauce.
So, real quick, I got a question for you.
No.
Are you available for hire for any haunt that's looking for work done this summer at all? Are you booked?
Absolutely. Doug, you just let me know when you're having me come up and finish up the dragon scene, and I'll make sure to get you scheduled in.
That's just the beginning. I'm doing this 6th scene, so I tore my queue line down because it was too enclosed. It was like the Busch Gardens type queue lines.
Okay.
So I tore it all down, and I'm going to do this sick look with skeletons. Like, you're going to have to walk through just hundreds and hundreds of skeletons that are all just kind of looking at you, and like they're the guardians of the queue.
Like the catacombs?
No, full skeletons. I mean, standing at different levels with swords, and almost like you feel like they could come alive at any time. It's not catacombs where they're like into the walls. This is going to be more
standing on each other's backs, and
levels of them standing tall, and
absolutely
maybe a few of them with the heads moving and some eyes coming on.
Yes.
In the queue line, dude, before they even get in.
I love it. Well, you know what they say, if you want them to have a good time, it's got to start from the beginning.
Yes, exactly.
It's true.
That's why Tane's coming up to work outside for us this year.
You give me a phone call.
I know.
You're closer. I'm already booked for May and November, but other than that, you give me a phone call.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here, guys.
Same
again.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure, and thanks to all the staff. You guys rocked it and killed it.
You're fabulous.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, thank you guys.
We'll see you again soon.
I'll see ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. Wait, you're on my good. There you go. Now you're on the right side. They were showing my bad side, so.
Everybody, don't forget to put in Ultimate Haunt Tour to win 2 tickets, and Doug's gonna bring you there and all the jazz, everything.
And you get to be on bus 1 with me.
Or my bus.
Okay, or bus 2. And then we have Seth Graves, who made the awards. And if we can get to bus 3, which I'm sure we will, I think we're going to get to bus 4. And then we got to call it quits. We're not going to do more than 4 buses. Not for this tour. It's too big. So we are only doing 200 in the bus. 200 and plus workers. And then we'll let the drivers probably be about 40 to follow the buses. But you get more than that, and it's just too much. So if you want to go to the Ultimate Haunt Tour in Alabama, see 10 amazing haunts. We have 1 surprise coming up because we might have a change on some haunts. One of the haunts might not be able to do it, and another one is going to step in, and I can't tell you anything till next week till I know for sure. So
whatever, it's fine.
Mason, are you here? I want to know if Mason is watching, because
Mason should be on.
Mason. Wait, what's this?
It's a Chris.
Oh, well, that's a different look.
Oh,
Mason, can you hear us?
If not, his mom told me that if he accidentally misses a show, he goes back and rewatches them.
Okay. Oh,
so there we go.
There we go. Mason, are you ready to see your next gift from one of our great vendors? And I apologize if I say this wrong. Decompositions Corpse Creations. Did I say that close enough to be
you said it.
Perfect.
You got it.
This thing is so cool. I have had it in my office, and since I put it in my office, my dog will not go in my office. Molly's like, I'm not playing with that. So hold on, I gotta grab it. Oh, wait, hold on.
Over more. There you go. Just kind of like lean back some. That way you can get the whole
Lean
thing.
back.
There
Look
you
at
go.
this.
It's on like a little pedestal.
Yeah, it's on a little pedestal. Wait,
Oh, there's a Chris.
make me
Oh,
big.
there's not a
There
Chris.
we go. Look at that. Look at those hands.
Tell Mason how much they donated.
Mason, this thing has a ticket on sale at $300. Look at that.
And they're
Oh,
giving you a prop. Your very own hot prop.
this thing is amazing.
His mom
And
put
it's yours, man.
screaming from the top of his lungs. I need earplugs again. He loves it.
Perfect. So you have this coming your way and an ice cream person. Ice cream cone. There you go.
From Wicked FX.
From Wicked FX. So
He's
those are
jumping
gonna
up
go out.
and down.
We need your address. We need someone to send us the address, and I will get that sent out this week. Make sure you send it to me through Facebook at Fair Expo. Just private message me, and I will get it out this week. Actually, I could hold on to it for another week because we have another gift for Mason next week.
Do I would wait. Okay, so Mason, here's the dealio. We're gonna wait until next week to ship it because then you could just put them all together.
We have one more gift.
Yeah, we do have one more.
Mason.
So.
And who knows, we might even have another vendor who gets us a gift by next week, and then we can give you 2 more gifts next. Mason, we absolutely love that you're a fan of the show. We love that you have a lifetime membership to Fair Expo. We want to see you every single year. And we'll see. Next week, we're going to ship out all your gifts. We'll see if any other vendor send us something. I know one vendor who's sending something, and they're asking us to hold off. So next week, you got it.
Well, then that works. All right. Well, are we ready to bring on the next guest?
I think so.
Okay.
Let's do it. The award-winning
BrandiBeast.
Here we go.
Hey guys.
Why do you look so frightened?
Because you guys have like this amazing energy. I'm just like, oh, thanks.
Like because of the horns, I think of like a sheep, and they're like, oh, okay.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I wanted to say thank you because the show was a whirlwind. I didn't really get a chance to, make sure I got to see your lovely faces before we all rolled out. Thank you for load in and load out because holy God, that was a dream. That was amazing. That was a wonderful experience as a vendor. But no, thank you guys for a great experience and a wonderful show. Seriously. So while I can tell you that,
I know I meant to message you and be like, I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
And then
no, everyone's doing their hustle.
For real. And then we pulled in and we were like,
I walked up during your load in, and I saw our show floor boss, Jason Towers, and he had the crew unloading your vehicle, and it was like, I mean, bam, 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 everything just, and he comes walking up to me out of breath, and he goes, another satisfied vendor, and I go, can you knock a few more seconds off next time?
Oh my God.
No, I didn't. They love doing that though. I didn't tell everyone that they had to go to this level, but it's almost like they're more passionate about the show floor than anyone else. People who work
they
there
enjoy their job, and you can tell.
You can tell. Absolutely. No, everybody was so pleasant and friendly and helpful. Like anybody we had to reach out with a question towards was like, oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, just do this. Just over here. It was really nice. You didn't have that grumpy experience like when you talk to the wrong greeter at Walmart or something.
Yes. I have to agree.
No, so that was wonderful.
Well, apparently you won some kind of award or something.
I did. Thank you, guys.
Would you like to tell us what award?
So I got the Best Mask Award, which tickles my heart because I'm a mask maker. So it's very validating. Thank you, guys.
What mask was it for?
It was the one that I was wearing. So if anybody watching saw pictures of me from Fear Expo, I had this demon outfit. and it was this crazy goat skull thing that framed my face, and it had 6 horns coming up on its head and these crazy glass eyes on the side, and it was just a, I don't know, a hell spawn. It was cool. I liked it. I'm glad you guys liked it too, because I make this stuff because it's fun.
I don't know if you knew this, but we actually didn't vote on it. It was actually yeah. So this was an attendee award. All of our awards we started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We decided that we could walk around and vote, or why not pick out certain attendees as they're walking in and give them just a little bit of clarification what we're looking for and let them vote.
That's really cool.
You did amazing.
Chris had it.
Yeah. So
that's the one right there.
That's me and my man. So I'm the little one, obviously, because I'm super short. And yeah, that's the mask that did it. So
the winning mask. Wow, look at that mask.
Thank you guys.
All of her masks are like insane.
Oh, I know.
Thank you.
They're like, you can't compare them to anything because they don't compare. Like, there's nothing you can compare them to.
No.
Like,
Thank
with
you,
mine,
Tan.
I can compare them to a cartoon, but like I can't even compare them to a realistic thing because they look so like.
Well, I hope that this is the right compliment. But when I look at your mask, I think film quality.
Thank you for that.
It's
that actually
funny.
is. Go ahead, please.
It's funny you say that because she has a background in this.
I was gonna say that's also validating because I did spend some time in California working for makeup effects labs. So I was never union or on set of fit. Like, okay, I was on set. I wasn't able to do makeup on set legally, so I didn't. But I wanted to. I was trained. I am trained. But yeah, I got to work at K&B Effects for like 4 years before COVID hit. And I did get to learn some tricks about sculpting and painting and fabricating, and kind of found my own way through textural work that I combined with Hollywood techniques. So I'm very thankful that my work reads as, film quality, or it can look really good on a camera. So.
Well, clearly it does.
Where are you?
Dante's also amazing too. We also need to give Dante some credit too, because that man is a freaking wizard with a lens. Holy God.
Where are you out of? Like, what state are you from?
Tennessee. We're in Nashville.
So I'm gonna let you know this. If you can make it to Fear Expo, if you can make it to HauntCon in Orlando for our show, which also includes the indie horror show, we've combined them together. I'm gonna give you a booth because I really think some of these filmmakers need to see these masks.
Thank you. Sincerely, thank you.
So write that down, because if you can make I think that's gonna be. These filmmakers need to see this.
That means the world. Thank you so much. I'm excited. So
for this mask, because we're talking about the award-winning one, where did the idea come from?
Oh God. Okay. Well, I did a collaboration with Slider Jesus, and his was kind of an ash demon. He wanted this ash demon look, a demon of smoke. And it was just this really cool concept. And I was like, you know what? I'm on a demon kick. I kind of want to make some more, because I knew I needed another look. Everyone's seen my bird, and I didn't want to look like it was a one-trick pony, one-trick chicken. And, so I was like, I'm going to make a couple demons. I had a forest look in mind. That was on my partner. I wanted this weird, like, fiery one. And I wanted to do something as well with the chest piece, because a lot of women don't have really cool chest wear options. Don't get me wrong. Costuming with like fabrics or bra pieces, they're amazing. But if I don't want to be literally exposed, showing my skin, I don't have a lot of options. So I sculpted this weird demon breastplate and kind of made the mask afterwards to make it match this weird chest. So,
right.
So am I right? The photo I'm looking at here has the award-winning booth and the award-winning mask.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
it does. Yeah.
I told David, I was like, every picture I've seen so far is on the bridge.
Seriously.
All on
David crushed it with that set. I could not have, oh my God, we couldn't have had a better playground to get these photos. And like I said, between his masterminding with the set, Dante's eye with the photography, the models that I was able to work with, like Cody, and then, being able to make these pieces to wear, it's just proof of what happens when you bring the right people together, and you can really make some magic.
So was it planned that?
No.
I was about to say,
To do this photo shoot? Absolutely not. It was basically Dante came over and he goes, "Hey, you want to get some more shots?" And I can't remember if I asked David for permission or if David already gave Dante permission, but they're just like, "Over here, let's go." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Oh, all right." And I'm so happy that they did, because the outcome is like chef's kiss.
Are you still gonna? I know you're probably still gonna do like demon ones in general, but like, are you planning to do on any more like elemental ones?
I would love to, and this is where I'm terrible. My idea generator is nonstop, like a hamster on a wheel. So
I feel that on the personal
if I had the budget, I would just constantly make more and more and more. And I kind of wait to see. I do two things. I wait to see what customers ask for, so it's fitting to their theme needs. Or I'm like, all right, it's a new show. It's Fear Expo. It's Trans World. It's whatever. Let's bring out a new look. We're just gonna, we'll go with an ice thing, or we'll go with I want to work with feathers this time, or I have hoof shoes that I've never used. What can I do? Like, it's always a really weird, random, organic process.
Do you have that mask and that costume still?
I do. Yeah, it's in my shop. I will be wearing it more.
Is it still for sale?
It's not, because here's the fun part about these suits specifically. As you can see in the photo, it's very fitted. I outsource with another company that I work with, or to another company rather. And these are custom measured. So if somebody wanted to order one of these from me, I need a 3-month turnaround to have this company do their part before I get my hands on it. But we actually will ask you for your custom measurements. So like, give me the circumference of your wrist, your waist, your torso, the shoulders, whatever. And that's actually what we did for Cody. I needed to have someone measure him for me, send me in the list, and then I, send it off and we get it back. So it will fit you like skin, because it's to your measurement. That being said, if you order one of these and then have Thanksgiving dinner, it might not fit. So,
but it's
or
it though, for how it
give me a couple extra inches.
Well, the good news is Thanksgiving dinner is after Halloween season, so I don't quite have to worry about that with my.
You can lose the weight before next year. You're good.
The biggest problem for us is just making sure, because I have that bridge at our haunt in our dragon room, and if we had our actress picked, we could put her in a costume like that.
Well, why don't you say, "Hey, Brandi, can you make a another demon or a dragon?"
Absolutely. I would love to. I want to do a dragon head.
Dragon. We need to talk afterwards. So
yes, please.
Doug,
also,
did you know that Brandi can't recreate masks? So like, you have one of a kind.
Yeah, that's a nice little perk. See, you know my shtick. I'm just gonna hire you, Tan. You can work with me.
Hey, we're booth besties.
Yes, we are.
Besties.
You were my first booth neighbor ever. So actually, it was you and David. Both of you were. So
we're booth besties for life.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I want to see. This is not me telling you what to do. This is just me trying to feed your hamster.
You're trying to give him the direction.
I would love to see, like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to say trash animals, but trash animals.
Are you talking like raccoons and possum and like that kind of stuff?
But more like undead kind.
I love that. And actually, it's kind of funny that you say that, because I might have something in the works.
See? Boom. I like
you knew
one, but like dead looking, because clearly skulls are like your forte. So that's what I imagine. Do you do like when you sculpt them? Do you do like anatomy, like an actual anatomy, or do you do like a fantasy anatomy?
It depends on the piece, because like these ones in the photo that we're looking at, that's definitely me taking a lot of liberty and doing some of my own anatomy. Meanwhile, if I was looking at like, say a client says exactly that, I want a rotting raccoon. You better believe I'm going to look at taxidermy reference. I'm going to be looking at plenty of photos of just regular raccoons. I'm going to be looking at, if I can get one that's like the musculature of the face, not necessarily a skinned photo, but I've done that too. It gets gross, but it's great reference. I do use those kind of things as reference to try to get that familiar look so it reads right.
Well, if you need a model for a possum, I'm always available.
I would love that.
A possum.
A
Oh my God,
what?
if you made a pouch,
Awesome.
if you made a pouch on the costume, I would die.
Oh, okay, now I want to do that just because, yeah, you can be the cutest little undead marsupial I've ever seen. Yes,
Like, I can
please.
just imagine
Fashion show
the
next
chest
year.
piece.
Here we go.
We're
That's incredible.
oh, see, Mom wants to see a siren. But those are like, because you did say that you do like based off of what Hans asked for. There's a lot of
Mhm.
nautical stuff.
Yes,
I've
there
noticed.
are. Oh my God, there definitely is.
Hillbilly, demons, and nautical and doctors. Those are like
Yes.
I've noticed. It's very
That's right.
odd.
I'm trying to find like those creature hubs too, because again, we've talked about other vendors in the past, and there's some that are so good in certain genres that it's like, okay, you've already like cleared the floor with, you know, post-apocalyptic or medical or whatever. So I mean, I'll dip my toes in, but it's definitely more like you said, a little trash animal or demons or sirens or dragons. Like, yeah, give me the things with claws and horns and wings and tails and crap, and we'll
Well,
figure
what's
it
really
out.
cool about your work and why I message you whenever I'm sculpting something
Yeah.
is because with you, you do what people are wanting, but you do it in your own way.
Thank you.
Like, everybody does medical things,
Mhm.
and like they don't look the same, but like yours is, it's here's the genre, but it's everything around the genre. So like here's demons, but it don't look like a sexy demon lady. It looks like a goat. Like,
No, seriously though. Yeah.
like that's
But
just,
that
I love that about your work.
Thank you. But that's also why I'm excited when you send me photos of your sculptures. You're developing your style too, because that's what I would call that. It's a style that I've found in myself, and I'm glad it reads. I'm glad it translates into whatever theme I decided to play with. And you're getting
Right.
there too, because holy crap, that rat sculpture you did. Yes.
I
love
was-
it.
I was taking your stuff and I was like, I looked at Mom and Dad. I was like, I want to make a mask and I want to make a rat, but I want to make
Hell
it like
yeah.
a Brandi rat. And they're like, what do you mean a Brandi rat? I was like, I don't want it to look like I sculpted it. I want it to look like a Walmart version of Brandi's.
Oh,
So I'm going to message Brandi.
anytime. You can message me anytime because I freaking love it.
Thank you.
Oh, you're
Well,
amazing.
your work is a huge inspiration for real.
Thank
Like,
you.
out of all the mask makers, like, oh my gosh, the first time we seen your stuff, I did die. I looked at Mom and I was like, oh my God, this is insane. And I'm glad that other people are getting on my level and learning about her, because it's about time. Because I've known about her for quite a while. So I was there.
I kind of snuck in though, Tay, and I did. I snuck in. I like went under the radar and was like, okay, I'm here now.
Know. Yeah, no, I ripped that box wide open. I was like, look at her! Look at that!
I love you.
Oh my gosh, this is a me question, and I'm sorry to everybody in the
No,
comments.
please.
You're gonna have to deal with it. I seen it was on Instagram. They shared it on their story.
Mhm.
It's R something FX. R
RBFX?
Yes.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
me about that, because I see a picture and I'm.
Was it the floral looking fairy
Yeah, it
thing?
looked like
Okay, that was my sister.
It's so cool though.
RBFX is a really wicked company out in California, close-ish to Burbank. I might be messing up the exact area, but they're a prosthetics company. They supply it to all sorts of Hollywood projects, independent films. You want a really wicked prosthetic for a costume contest, they're a huge supplier. Definitely top of the line. But like I said, more Hollywood-based from what I've seen. And Roland is the owner of that company, and he's amazing. And sometimes I will buy prosthetics from him. And what he does is he lets makeup artists buy his pieces, do a makeup, and then you take photos and he puts them in the catalog. So that's what that was. That was actually a catalog shot that I did with my sister. And he likes it when you just run with the look. Like, he didn't tell me, hey, I want a flower dryad or a nymph.
Right.
It was just, I like this. I like these colors. I found a giant flower in Hobby Lobby. I'm going to make this. So,
It reminds me of, I don't know what the name of the praying mantis is, but it's pink and green and white. It's a
I
praying
know exactly the one you mean.
Yeah, an orchid mantis. That's what
Thank
it
you.
is. And I was like, when I seen it, that's immediately what I thought about. It had nothing to do with bugs, but that's just what
No, I love that.
So that was the vibe that I got. I mean, so it was in the floral area that you were looking
Yeah.
for.
No, it absolutely was. And I'm glad that you brought that up too, because that's another fun thing with my business. People might not know that I do makeup too, because I kind of went backwards. I started in Hollywood and then came here and started monster making and mask making, but I actually started in makeup.
Well,
So
you all need to go look at it because it's insane.
thank
And
you
when I
guys.
seen that you got posted on their story, I like died because the
Oh.
day before they posted that they made the prosthetic for Kiefer Sutherland for Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, he's insane.
I came unglued. I was like, "Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why does
Yeah.
Brandi know all these freaking people?" And she don't even tell me. And then when I asked her, she does a Michael Burnett, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I've done that. Oh yeah, I've worked on the Orville. Oh
We
yeah,
have more time to talk. We've only had one dinner together, so you and me need many more dinners where I can tell you everything.
Yeah, but the problem is, I don't want to say it's bad that you do it, but you're as bad as Michael, because Michael will do the same thing. Michael Burnett, because you're like, dude, you worked on Cocoon? And he's like, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just so, like, subtle about it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's one thing I've learned in Hollywood, like not having an ego, because the people who have that giant ego, they're the ones who don't get the jobs. Nobody wants to work with them, So like having that humility and that easygoing attitude, it was more appealing to, like the guy who hired me at the makeup effects lab. It was like, okay, you're a cool kid. Let's go. Instead of holy shit, you're a diva from hell and I can't stand you for more than 5 seconds at a time.
I feel like you know how people have like the pamphlets, like we have them for our booth, and it has like our
Yeah.
catalog and stuff. I feel like you need to on the back have like a bio of like yourself and things you have done, because you are technically still a young entrepreneur, because you're in the industry we are in. You are still a baby, and I am still like
yes and no, because I've actually been in the industry since I was in elementary school as an actress, but that doesn't count.
Age-wise, like
Yeah.
like we are some of the younger people in the industry,
Yes.
so we're technically still to these people babies. But like when you come at them and you're like, I have worked with these people and this people, and my stuff is good, and I know it is. You ain't gotta tell me.
Can't do that.
Well,
see, I have a little bio on my website. That's it. If people care to read it, it's on the website, guys. You can always send me a message and ask questions, but
you don't have to say it. You can type it.
I did already.
See, Doug's sitting over there laughing at me. But it's cool. Like,
thank
you.
you.
And they just knock it off like it's nothing. And like the day before, they're posting about Lost Boys, and then it pops up and it's Brandi, and I was like,
oops.
Yeah.
Never see Tayan act like this on any interview. I am just like, she is bouncing off walls. She's.
I was so excited. I was so okay. So Brandi and there's another chick. I don't want to say I only have 2 favorite mask people, but I do. Like that's what their work. I want to be the baby of that.
Oh.
And it's MM Creations.
Oh, Missy.
Yes.
Missy. Yeah.
I want to be the child, and I want to be the happy medium. Like
I love
the
that.
Walmart version of you both. So like I follow you all like a little stalker. So then when I seen you post that, I could have died.
Okay, well, first of all, Missy's amazing, and I also like stalk her because I'm always inspired by her work. She's incredible. She has her own style too. We saw her work with Blackcraft in Salem. She did like this mini haunt with all these the sets, the looks. Holy God, that woman.
Insane.
Oh, next level. And number 2, you are not the Walmart version. You are the Tayan version. You are the Tayan version inspired by, not the Walmart version. That's for Walmart.
But like if you're Target and she's Target, the happy medium would be Walmart.
You're the Target being built in another location. You're not the Walmart.
I'm the Target that fell off the side of a West Virginia mountain.
Lady.
That actually happened though. Okay, anywho, just so everybody is aware, Brandi has done a million things. And she don't toot her own horn, and she should. Toot. So I'm going to preach for her. And yeah, ask her about the things she's done, and then you're gonna be like, "Where have you been?" So, but you're amazing. I can't get over you.
So are
Put your
you.
socials
So are
in
you.
and say what else you want to. Doug, do you have any questions?
No, I'm good. I'm
I did want to give one more shout out while we're talking about Fear Expo, though.
Yes.
I don't think we got a picture to show, but I also wanted to say thank you to FAS Design Co. with Jamie Janine, because there was that look that I got to wear. Dante captured that as well, or I had the eyeball bra and that really cool like serial killer post-apocalyptic look.
Yes.
That was wild. I loved how that came out. Like, holy, there it is.
Ta-da!
That look was so cool. Jamie outdid herself with this outfit, and I have to say it was super comfortable, super easy. Everything was nice and adjustable with buckles. I felt like a badass walking around in it, so it made posing super easy. Yeah, I threw some makeup on, I threw in some creepy contacts, and I had a skin face mask because when she told me about the tongues and the fingers and the eyes, I was like, oh, cool. What, she says it's called the Collector. It's this female serial killer who like has vengeance on all these people who have done her wrong. So I like the idea of the one victim in particular being like, she kept his face.
Yeah.
Just really gross. But yeah, that was an amazing collaboration as well, an opportunity. And again, these photos are just unreal. I still can't believe it's me sometimes when I look at these.
I know. I feel that for real.
It's like everybody sees the little goat girl, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm going to eat your face. Hi.
Me and Mom thought that the wig that you're wearing was your actual hair for the longest time. When we first met you, you were wearing the same. When we didn't see you have on, like when we went to dinner, we were like, "That's not your hair."
Nope. I love doing that to people though, flipping this off and then them seeing. I mean, at one point I was bald because of the freaking cancer. So like, it's really funny when you just pop it off. It's like, wait, what?
Well, I think you think it's like clip in or like headband, and then you take it off and you're like, "That's a wig." Oh my gosh! And I'm so mad I didn't get to go try on this, like, I don't want to call it the Sphinx wig, but
it's still I still have it, so
I want to wear it so bad. I love
that can still happen.
I want to. Your stuff is just too good.
No, just thank you to everybody for the opportunities, because again, the level of artistry that we're able to obtain, it does take a village. I can take credit where I've put my work in, but when you see things like this, it took a costumer, it took a photographer, it took a model, it took, a bunch of teams supporting on the side too, because even for me to pose like this, my partner was standing there being amazing. He was on contact duty because the slit eyes weren't weighted, so they'd go all janky directions. So we had this language to be like, are my eyes straight? So we'd fix the eyes. And then, I felt comfortable. So I was able to get these really cool shots versus, excuse me, Dante, what do I do? Although I will admit it was really funny because I kept turning the wrong way. And he's like, hey, Brandi, key light's over here. Face the light. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Sorry, man. Like
it happens.
Oops. So yeah,
all your work is
a great time had by all.
And your modeling is stupid good, and everything. You're just too good.
Oh.
I just
no.
Take the compliment.
God. You can't make me.
And Doug's just sitting there like, oh my god.
I know, he's like, why are these girls just geeking out so hard?
Oh, I just feel really bad I feel really bad right now for some people. The people who didn't come to this show and see the talent that was there this year. Because I'm telling you, Jamie and you, and I mean, there is so many new vendors that came this year that just brought it. And I know that it was a tough year for the haunt industry. I know a lot of haunts were down. We're going into an election year this year, so I know haunts weren't spending. But man, I can't wait to see them open their pocketbooks and really, really appreciate all of you guys and how much work you put into all this.
Well, Doug's wanting to throw you money right now. So
it's got to go with that booth. I'm like, I got to talk to my GM because we actually need something on that award-winning booth. So
well, talk to me after the show because I have a couple openings, but my schedule's getting a little tight. So yeah, we can make something happen.
Well, I can tell you we have a meeting next week with the GM to talk about costuming.
Yeah.
I everything I'm seeing. I'm not Tan's level, but I'm pretty impressed. Tan is like she's going
I'm
crazy.
Jamie's #1 fangirl. I stalk you on all social and I want to be just like you.
Well, okay, you're going to be my adopted haunt baby. Like, you know how they have drag mothers and drag
Yes.
daughters? You're my haunt baby.
I'm fine with that because I'm telling you, you make a possum one, and I will run so fast to your booth, I'm going to trip and fall. So
No, we won't have you get hurt, but we will definitely figure out a possum because I want to do that. So, also Jamie and FAS had a cool comment saying that the Collect Her, that costume is still available for sale.
yes.
So yeah, if you guys want to
There it
look
is.
like a badass serial killer,
And her costumes are
that is amazing.
so comfortable.
seriously, super comfortable, guys. Look like a badass. Go buy that. Like, BrandiBeast approved, I guess.
Tell me who Freight Train is. Is this in
Oh,
collaboration?
I know who he is.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's in collaboration. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of new people on the show, a lot of new vendors this year. It was really exciting to see where this is going. The show's really turning out to be something, and to have someone like you at our show was just absolutely amazing. And you won an award your first time coming to the show. That was so cool.
Thank you guys for that. Seriously, that felt amazing. Just means I get to try to kick it up again and, see if I can keep climbing.
You see what I do next year, right?
Next year, I'm gonna see what.
And we're not gonna let her be in the back. I don't know. You picked that booth because everyone picks their own booth, right? So we got to make sure that you're up front by the stage.
Thank you. I think what happened, I think I signed late. Like, by the time I got to finally sign up, I was like, okay, I need to do that. Oh crap. So yeah, no, that was definitely learning about it late, getting on the train a little late.
You got to be careful with her because she acts all shy and like force her out of her shell.
Well, the good news is this year we don't open to new vendors until resigns are over, and resigns are over the end of next month.
Okay.
So you have an opportunity to pick your booth before we open it up to any new. And we're adding more show. I'm gonna move the VIP lounge because it will open up probably another 20 vendors.
That's amazing. Yeah.
One more question before you go. Are you also part of the mask making females who want to have more masks for females?
You're just like generally speaking, like just females trying to make more for females.
As an artist, are you more? Or do you have more female sculpts?
I'm actually working on it. Well, what I do, I use a lot of generic heads. I have a male and a female, and then I also have a few life casts, like partial life casts, that have very small faces. So, because I'm really, really tired of masks that, unless you have an average or bigger sized head, if you have a pea head like me, you have no options. Or I have to buy a child's mask, and it looks like crap. No offense to anybody who makes them, but like, I don't like going to Spirit Halloween and just putting on a kid's mask. That's not for me. But yeah, I do actually have some life casts that are much more compact to try to solve that problem. And that's also why I have the adjustable cap fittings in most of my masks, because it gives you that option. If you can wear a hat, you can probably wear this mask. And if you have a head like me that's extra small, I'll tighten the hat all the way, and then I'll put a little bit of upholstery foam in my masks. So that way it creates that tighter, snugger fit, and then it's not sliding around, it's not moving, it's fit to you, and you can always rip it out if you're giving it to another actor or something, or for sanitary reasons. It's like, all right, rip the foam off. We got a new actor this year, clean it with some alcohol. There you go, good as new. Like, yeah.
See, that's a very big thing because there's not a lot of masks that'll fit the small head people.
I know. It makes me sad.
I know. That's why I was like, I need you to mention that.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing it up, because it's actually a great point. And I do it a lot on the show floor when I get to talk to people one-on-one. But when we're using these platforms, it's harder to show that. Like, I can't demonstrate a mask the same way and say, here, feel the weight of this, or here, adjust it on your head. Like, come to the shows so we can show you our products, because it makes a world of difference. And then when you're buying online, you know how it feels, you know? So I always recommend that to people. Even if you can't afford it on the show floor, try them on and take that home with you, so you can be like, the wolf skull, that one was great. I could see out of it. It feels good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, tell us your social media
Okay.
and website and stuff.
Mine, unfortunately, are janky because apparently I'm not the only BrandiBeast out there. So Facebook is just BrandiBeast, BRANDI, Beast, all one word. Instagram is the BrandiBeast because someone else had just BrandiBeast. I'm not that full of myself to be the BrandiBeast. And then I have a TikTok. It's kind of goofy. It's mostly me trying on masks so you can see what they look like when I'm doing we call it the nom nom test, where we make the jaws move. So we do the nom 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 while we're wearing them. It's BrandiBeast TikTok, all one word. So BrandiBeast, the BrandiBeast, and BrandiBeast TikTok.
So
and website.
So we need to change
website.
We need to change it from the BrandiBeast to the BrandiBeast. That's how you got to pronounce it.
I can't do that.
THE, BrandiBeast. Because I own the Haunt in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and when people ask me, it's the Haunt instead of the Haunt.
We'll see if I ever get comfortable enough with that advertising.
You should.
We will have Quinn record it, and you have a listener. You just put earphones on.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll film a whole commercial.
BrandiBeast.
Film a whole commercial and be like, do you not know who she is? Award-winning mask maker.
Oh God, stop.
I'll get aggressive.
I need the marsupial pouch now for me so I can just puke.
Oh man.
Seriously, thank you for the love though, all of you guys. Like it always means the world to me. Makes my little beast heart happy.
Well, I love having you on, talking to you, and
You're amazing.
seeing you in person.
We need many more hangouts.
I'll be in town. I can't remember. I think we'll be in Tennessee twice this year, so
let me know.
I will. Well, I want to end the show, so I'm going to kick you off.
Thank you guys. Thanks for the award. Love you too.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys. My honor.
Here we go.
Wow. Look at you. Your face is redder than your hair right now.
I'm passionate, man.
Wow.
You have no clue how I felt whenever I seen, like, the previous post was Kiefer Sutherland, which nobody, I don't walk around saying it, but like, that's my husband. Like, that man, that man is my husband. And I love him dearly. And then they posted Brandi, and I was like, are you serious? And she's never told me anything about this. Nothing. She's met V. Neil and hasn't told me anything. Oh my gosh. I'm so mad at her.
In her defense, she's had one meal with you. One.
But I was her booth buddy for the first show. So
all right, I see.
I'm special. I have a great mask.
So I actually thought, I just got to tell you something. So when we were putting together this show, I knew you were going to be out there, out in Philly. And I go, you know what? Tan's not going to make the show. She just won't make it tonight because, she's going to have a lot going on. She's going to be tired, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, you know what? Let's put Brandi on this show and see if Tan makes it. And oh my goodness, you're out here.
Oh, wow. How did you know? No, I planned on being on the show, which I guess I'll go ahead and tell everybody. I'll be on this show. And I'll be on the next show, but the next 3 shows I won't be on.
After that.
Yeah. But then I'll come back. I'll be making a comeback. But I will be out of town in Texas. And I asked them if I was allowed to say it. And they told me I can tell whoever I want. So I'll be interning with Dark Hour in Plano, Texas for almost an entire month. Or technically it is a month because 3 weeks. So that's where I'll be, and I'll be working my butt off for them.
And we will have animatronic Tan is standing in for her. So we're working on getting that in here.
No, just put a cardboard cutout. I'm sure that
Oh,
David
there
can
you
make
go.
one. David can send you a cardboard cutout of me for the 3 weeks I'm not here.
Well, the crazy thing is, we I mean, this summertime, it starts to get a little bit slower. Everyone's really busy. So it's the perfect time. I love the fact that you're going and interning. We actually might do a little bit of twist for May and June. I don't know if you remember back when we first started this, we did some classes. Like we'd have the Fear Expo. The Fear Expo Live actually started out being we'd interview a vendor one week,
Yeah.
and next week we would have a class.
Yeah,
So
I
we're
remember.
thinking about bringing that back for May, June, and July, and just having some education on here.
That'd be
Something,
cool.
yeah. So like we might have a sculptor on here. We might have someone who does animatronics. We might have, an artist, whatever. So I think we're gonna go back to doing classes over the summer. So
My
we went.
mom said she loved the live classes.
I think that was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I mean, you remember we had the one guy who knew everything about electronics.
Mhm.
He came on, and I learned a lot from those classes. So I think we're gonna do that. I'm gonna, put it out there and see if we can do like one week we're do vendors, and then the next week we're do instructors, and we'll have someone teach a class. Just a short, 30, 45 minute free class that you get at Fair Expo Live.
I can teach how you can become a cult leader.
I love it. I love it.
That I was known as a cult leader at my old haunt because my people, whenever I was management, they followed me. So I mean, I love doing that. I think classes would be pretty cool on here for the summertime because
Yeah,
people are training their actors during that time. Anywho,
we could do
so
an actor training class, and
that
people
would
could
be pretty.
record it, and yeah. So no, I mean, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun next week. We're hoping to have another award winner. We're working on that right now and seeing if they're going to be able to come on. We have two more left. We have Dark Creations that won Best Costume, and we have Stragamoon who won Most Unique Prop with their or Most Realistic Prop is what was it
Yes.
that? Yeah, insanely realistic prop. So hopefully we can get one of those two on. If not, I'm sure we'll have some really good guests. And then we will give away the 2 tickets. You have to put hashtag Ultimate Haunt Tour in order to win the 2 tickets to the Alabama 10 Haunts and 3-day tour.
Yes.
Um,
And Doug is bus 1, which is the crap bus, and I'm bus 2, which is always the better bus.
People are really like this training idea. I think we're definitely going to do that. I'm seeing a lot of people, Todd, I agree with you, Jamie,
So
Zach.
then that means that David's gonna do a scenery class and a sculpting, and Brandi should do a sculpting, and
Yes.
Jamie should do a costume. I'm not rolling you all under the bus, but I'm just thinking you should.
I just think it's a perfect idea to get a couple of people together and share some knowledge just before haunt season coming up.
I agree.
Some stuff.
Oh, well, it's getting close to ending time.
Look how good we did. We got done at a decent time. We had 2 really strong guests. You and I kind of, talk back and forth. So,
Yeah.
anyways, let's end it. We appreciate all of you turning in. Um, it means a lot to us, seeing the numbers every year at Fair Expo to keep growing. This was our 3rd year in Owensboro, Kentucky. And, to have over 2,500 people show up at that show it felt really good. It feels great the way we're growing. And we actually are going to have to make a hard decision after this year coming up, whether we're going to stay there or if we're going to have to move to a bigger convention center.
I was wondering when that was gonna happen.
I didn't think it would happen after 3 years,
Well,
but if analytics shows, I mean, we definitely might have to make that decision, and it's because of great people who support the show,
I
and
agree.
everyone who's on here too, and everything you've done. I remember you getting your first booth, and you're like, just kind of new to the industry, and now look at you, you're running your own live podcast.
I don't do it on my own. I have Chris and you. I don't do that on my own.
Chris is the man. Chris is the man. We couldn't do it without him. There's no way. And he hasn't told too many people, but I'm telling him he lost a toe at this show. So, yeah. Just checking to see whether Chris is awake. So, Slippery Evans, I just want to say thank you for the Stan Winston. Oh, so we have one of our Stan Winston winners. That was courtesy of Stan Winston and VFX and Fear Expo. We gave away 3 winners for that. And I love the fact that Stan Winston supports Fear Expo and everything that we're doing for the industry.
That's
So
very cool.
all right. I know you gotta get some sleep. You got a big day tomorrow. So
I do.
let's call it a day. You want to do it together?
Yes, but I want to go ahead and say you can rewatch the shows on pretty much any streaming platform. Listen to the shows if you're driving or something. You can listen to it on anywhere that streams. Watch it on anywhere that streams. All the jazz. And that's Doug. I'm Tayan. This is good night. You ready?
1, 2, 3.
Stay
Stay
spooky.
spooky. All right. See you next week. Have fun, Tan.
Thank you.